What's up, movie lovers? Out now, pretty much is the new horror movie Slender Man, which is a horror movie that also stands on teens. So I had a thought of doing my top 10 favorite teen horror movies. Horror movies that centers on mainly teenagers. So with that being said, here is my top 10 favorite teen horror films. Number 10 is actually criminally underrated, and that's My Soldier Take. It's directed by the late great Wes Craven. My God, this movie is critically underrated. Like lots of people did not like the movie. Critics did not like it. I gotta say, I love My Soldier Take. Of course, I am a sucker for like slasher movies, so I'm pretty biased. But if you're like a horror slasher fan, watch My Soul to Take. It's actually really tons of fun. Like it's led by Max Derra, I think his name is, who played the older brother on Bates Motel. He was in Pacifier. He's on SEAL SEAL Team show. He was pretty good in this. He also had like Frank Grillo, John Magaro was in this. Forrest Whitaker's son Denzel Whitaker, and it had some pretty good kills as well. Like my sort of take is, centers on a serial killer who returns to his hometown to stalk like 7 children who share the same birthday as the date he was allegedly put to rest. It's tons of fun. Like, go watch My Soul Take. I think if you're a horror guy, I think you'll probably get kicked out of it. Anyway, My Soul Take will be number 10. Number 9 will be the classic witch film, The Craft, which came out in 19. When did that come out? Yeah, 1996. God damn, that movie's that old. Wow. But it's a really classic witchcraft movie. Like if you're a fan of like witches and all that, this is right up your alley. It had like Robin Tunney, Feruza Balk was in this. Nave Campbell was also in this. She's in another iconic horror movie that I'm going to talk about a little later. But if but check out The Craft if you still haven't seen it. It's really classic. I wouldn't say like classic, but I think you'll also enjoy it. Number 8 will be The Faculty, which is like about a group of teenagers who discover their teachers are like aliens. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, in high school. Like if you have not seen The Faculty, watch it. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez, and it actually turned. I think it turns 20 years old this year. Man, that that long? Wow. Anyway, but the Faculty also had good special effects. It has a couple of jump scares. It also had a pretty decent cast as well. Like my God, if I did a list of the best cast in a horror movie, Faculty might be in. I mean, it has people like Jordana Brewster before she was in Fast and Furious. Jon Stewart was actually in this. Usher. Who else? Clea Duvall was in this. Piper Laurie from Carrie, Christopher McDonough, Robert Patrick, Elijah Wood, Josh Harnett. Man, amazing cast. Watch The Faculty if you get a chance to, because I think you'll probably get kicked out of it. All right, that will be number 8. And number seven is one of my favorite slasher movies, and that will be I Know What You Did Last Summer. If you're a slasher sucker, watch this one. The sequel was okay too, but it wasn't as good as this one. As well as the third one. The third one that came after this and the sequel stunk. You don't have to worry about that one. But anyway, I Know What You Did Last Summer is actually iconic. I mean, if you watch Scary Movie, that movie kind of spoofed I Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, it was led by people like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Felipe was in this, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Heche, Johnny Galecki years before he was in Big Bang Theory. Watch I Know What You Did Last Summer. You'll definitely get a kick out of it because it's a really fun slasher flick. That will be number seven. Number six, I'm going to go with the movie Prom Night, the original. I also dug the remake, but the original's a classic. It starred Jamie Lee Curtis. Now, I could have also gone with Halloween as well, but if I had to choose this one and Prom Night as best teen horror movies, I'll probably choose Prom Night. It's like a horror movie about slasher, terrorizing teenagers on prom night. Like Jamie Lee Curtis was a '80s scream queen. Of course, her mother, was a Janet Leigh, who was in Psycho, so that has it going for it. But yeah, I mean, with this, the Fog, of course, Halloween, and she's in the new Halloween coming out. Jamie Lee Curtis is definitely one of the best horror scream queens out there. By the way, that will be number six. Number five is Final Destination, which is of course about a group of teens who of course Final Destination proves that you can't cheat death. Like after having a vision on a plane, a teenager has like a of course a terrifying vision of him and his friends dying in a plane crash. And of course, after the plane crash, people like him and his group of friends end up dying, one by one in weird ass deaths. I love the Final Destination films, like the kills in these movies, off the chain. Like the kills in these things are really crazy. Now, like if you want to have a good horror movie night, watch Final Destination. Like, pretty much all of them. I still hope they do another one as well. So anyway, that will of course be number five. Number four would be the original Carrie, with of course Sissy Spacek. I also dug the Chloe Moretz one. I know lots of people didn't, but I dug it. Of course, that prom scene will make you not want to go prom again. And also, Carrie shows that should teach bullies of be careful who the heck you bully, because they might actually have powers. Anyway, of course, Piper Laurie was also in this as well. Anyway, Carrie will be number four. Number three is no brainer, and that's Scream. It's an iconic teen slasher horror film. Scream pretty much redefined the horror genre of what it was. Thanks to Scream, we got a slew tons of awesome teen slasher movies since then. Like all the Scream movies are actually awesome, as well as the MTV Scream series that's on plus MTV. If watched all the Scream movies, they are really fun flicks. Anyway, that will be number three. Number two will of course be A Nightmare on Elm Street, with of course Freddy Krueger terrorizing teenagers in their dreams. This movie would not make you want to go to sleep. Like Freddy Krueger is one of the most terrifying horror figures out there. He's pretty much, of course, an iconic horror killer, like an iconic horror villain. Got love Freddy Krueger. Anyway, and it also had a young Johnny Depp in it. That's right. Before he was Jack Sparrow, Willy Wonka, Johnny Depp got terrorized by Freddy Krueger. Anyway, Nightmare on Elm Street would be number 3. Oh, I meant number 2. My bad. And number 1 will, of course, be the original Friday the 13th. Of course, Jason's pretty much terrorizing a group of teenagers, during Camp Crystal Lake. This movie proves one thing. When you're in the woods, do not have sex in the woods. Like, don't do it. Jason Voorhees, it's also a killer you do not want to mess with. Like Freddy, Jason Voorhees is, of course, iconic in his own rights. I'm like a big Jason Voorhees fan. I love lots of the Friday the 13th films, including the remake. And Jason X is actually guilty pleasure. Also, Friday the 13th, the original, had a young Kevin Bacon before he did Footloose. And my God, this movie turns like, I think 40 in 2020. God damn. I still wish Paramount would get off their ass and make us like another Friday the 13th film, but I don't know what's ever gonna happen with that one. Anyway, that's pretty much my list. Let me run down my favorite films. Number 10, My Soul to Take. Number 9, The Craft. Number 8, The Faculty. Number 7, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 6, Prom Night. Number 5, Final Destination. Number 4, Carrie. 3, Scream. 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And number 1, Friday the 13th. Alright, what's your favorite teen-related horror films? Signing out.